Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to today's not Bitcoin but Polkadot update for Thursday 30th December. If you're not on the Discord, guys, join us on the Discord. We're actually talking about coins, and I've been updating about Bitcoin 2 days ago that if it's gonna when it was at $49,000, that's gonna go all the way down to 46,000, and we actually did that. And now I'm looking for Bitcoin to drop to $43,000 because of a bearish rectangle on a 4 hour time frame. And now I'm here on the 4 hour time frame for dot, and it seems like dot is flashing green, but be careful, guys. I know it's flashing green right now, but I don't think that this one is still good enough for us to actually say that we are bullish to go to the upside. Basically, it's like we are forming a descending broadening wedge. Do you see this? We are forming a descending broadening wedge. So do expect dot to do something like go up like this, go down, go up like this, go down. From here, go up, touch your head right there, and then move to that price level, potentially to $24, $23, along with Bitcoin as well. So it's at 27 right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove, keep this one ready right there. And by the way, these are bullish patterns. That means that the day that it's going to break out of this descending broadening wedge, we are going to go all the way back to $30 in the future, where you actually started forming the descending broadening wedge. So if you don't know anything about it, let's do a quick Google right now. And I'm going to say descending broadening wedge pattern right there from the images. And I'm pretty sure this one's a good example right now. Right, so as you can see, this is a descending broadening wedge. The prices are just being squeezed and it expands its direction, and then from here when you break, there's a price objective that goes to the upside as well. So in terms of the candles as well, you can see this one is like that. Okay, you can also have a fake out, so be careful. The only way to trade them is actually when you cross it, back test it, and then you go back to where you formed that descending broadening wedge. But at the moment, you are gonna find resistance right here because you are never able to actually cross from there. So not a financial advice, but it's still recommended that you just take your profits if you are in profits potentially. And for the people who are looking for an entry, I'm not gonna say enter here. It's maybe better to come down and enter here, because the trick is to enter low and sell high. You understand that it could come all the way down there to 24.39, touch that line, and from here continue to the upside. And I will be giving a nice good call for this one on the signals as well, which is on the Discord. And join the Discord, guys. It's not only for signal, there's a lot of information on the Discord. So I'm just going to leave that yellow line there for the descending broadening wedge. I do see way more drops. And yesterday, did I talk about a potential head and shoulder, like this, your left shoulder, your head, and maybe your right shoulder right there? If this is your head and shoulder and this is your neckline right now, look at that, look at that. I do think it's a head and shoulder, and you've already broken out of a head and shoulder, and you went back to retest that head, that previous support. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through this, but I'm gonna tell you where it's gonna go down. So basically the technical target is $23, of course, which is gonna actually make it the very bottom of that descending broadening wedge. You might see a dump all the way, come down, just touch that descending broadening wedge. Okay, and then you meet also that technical target of head and shoulders, and then from here bounce off here and then go back to like $25, who knows, and continue from there. So what I want to talk about right now is, since that was your head and shoulders, now look at the neckline. This was your neckline, and it was being respected for a long time. I'm going to show you this one. It was being, and this is on the 4 hour time frame, by the way. Anytime you came down, you bounce off here, and anytime here you came down, you actually find resistance. You find, okay, and from here you also make a bearish rectangle as well. So talking about this bearish rectangle from there to there, this also is gonna give you a technical target of that $23 that we're talking about. So $23 is on the cards, guys. It is on the cards. Just because you're looking at this green, it doesn't mean that it's gonna go up. It's bearish. What it did instead is you broke out of a support. Now it's acting as resistance. for example, this was a support back here, was a support back here, another support, another support, another support. Finally, you break down, and what was support right here is now resistance. Resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and you're just not crossing your resistance, which was support back in the days. Then that means go down. Okay, so $23 in my opinion is on the cards, so be careful. It's safe to say that $24 is on the cards, and that's basically going to be a drop from there to there, like a 15% drop, which is huge. And be careful, trade safely. I'm going to see you with the next one. Allah Hafiz.